You have to show a vaccination certificate for you to enter the church. Rubbish. Rubbish. I said rubbish. How dare you? How dare you? Rubbish. Nigeria is not for sale. River State is not for sale. Edo State is not for sale. The church is not under your jurisdiction. Oh, you need to understand that. The church is not under your jurisdiction. Then what will happen? You have to show a vaccination certificate for you to enter the church. Go and try it. Go to the, why didn't you put the Oba's Palace? Why didn't you put the Oba's Palace as one of the locations that before you come into the Oba's Palace, you need to be vaccinated? Why didn't you put that in? Why didn't you put that in? I mean, if you want trouble, come to the church and bring security agents inside and see. And if other governors are thinking that sometimes they leak it, they try it, let's see what will happen in Edo. Come and try it in River State. Human rights is human rights. You have your rights, I have my rights. How dare you infringe on my rights to associate, on my right to worship? How dare you? So, listen, what we know how to deal with those situations. Get me that scripture back up. Get me that scripture back up. It says to execute the judgment written. There's a judgment written. Touch not my anointed. Do my prophet no harm. There's a judgment written. This is the church of Jesus Christ. The church makes advancement, and the gates of hell, the powers of hell, there's a judgment written. So Saturday is not just praise and worship. Sunday is not just praise and worship. When we gather and we start singing those songs, angels are listening in. Angels are listening in. They are listening in. Malaria has been in Nigeria for how many years? Still kills more people than COVID would ever kill in all its life. How come you're not doing something about malaria? How come you're not doing nothing about malaria? All of a sudden, COVID is now good business. How much did they pay you? What did they give to you? We're not fools. We're not stupid. We went to school. You know, if we decide to take it, we take it. If we don't want to take it, you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it. And if the bank owners, the owners of the banks and the owners of these institutions don't know how to stand up, and you know the issue is, this whole nonsense wouldn't work. Is this not Nigeria? All kinds of certificates will show up. All kinds of crazy certificates will show up. So when we start singing, Satan has no authority here in this place. He has no authority here. For all of these nations were fashioned for the Lord's glory. No authority here. When we start singing, it's not just a singing. We are executing judgments. Angels are listening in. I said, they're not just listening in, you know, just to be passive participants. No, you are activating, you are activating angelic operations. Let's look at the same scripture. Get me the amplified version. Amplified version. Go back to verse 4. Just go to verse 4. The Lord takes pleasure in his people. He will beautify He will beautify the humble with salvation, adorn the wretched with victory. You know, isn't that amazing? You think the church is powerless? Oh my goodness. You cannot be as powerful as Pharaoh. Go and ask Pharaoh. You know, you couldn't be as powerful as Nero. Go and ask Nero. Ask Nebuchadnezzar. I mean, you know, sometimes political leaders just wake up and they think they are gods. They just wake up and think because we put them in. I put them in.